Oh, this will be fun. Here are my favorite dry skin products that are on sale right now for Black Friday. The first one coming in so hot. Bloom Effects is 35% off site-wide right now. This Royal Tulip Nectar kind of changed my life the first time I used it. It has 30% glycerin and it's like an inclusive base. So I like to use this as a mask at night, especially around my under eyes. You are gonna wake up with the juiciest, plumpest skin of your life. Their tulip dewdrops are incredible too. This is like kind of a serum meets a moisturizer. It provides water-based hydration as well as oil-based nourishing support for the berry. Honestly, everything from this brand is great and it's 35% off. I am gonna put my code on these. I don't think the codes are gonna stack with the Black Friday sales for most of these brands, but if you're seeing this video after Black Friday is over, you can use my code. Now let's talk about my other all-time holy grail for dry skin, Super Saturated from Experiment. This has 30% glycerin also. This is more of a serum that you could use during the day, whereas Bloom Effects Royal Tulip Nectar, I love using it at night. This is a little bit sticky, but it's so good. Honestly, everything from them is incredible for somebody with dry skin. Plasma Wash, my favorite cleanser ever. Software, my favorite lip treatment at the moment. I'm not even exaggerating. Buffer Jelly is so good at night. You could use that instead of the Royal Tulip Nectar. I prefer Royal Tulip Nectar, but it is about double the price. So Fave is also 20% site-wide, and this is another really good moisturizer slash serum kind of combo. Very nourishing for the barrier. Your cleanser is one of my other top 3 favorites. So it's this one, Experiment Plasma Wash and Prequel Cleanser. I can't pick favorites, but this is also just like so good. Leaves your skin feeling so hydrated. Fave also has my very favorite makeup removing cleansing oil, or this is a cleansing gel. So it's not messy like an oil. It's not hard to dig out with your fingers like a balm, and it is so effective at removing makeup. I love this as my first cleanse, Matcha Hemp as my second. And they also have one of the only US SPF products that I enjoy. So this one actually won my bracket challenge a while ago. Very serumy, very lightweight, feels great on skin, doesn't make my eyes burn. I love it. Obviously, I'm not gonna do a video about dry skin and not talk about dew. Instant Angel is one of my all-time favorite moisturizers for when my skin is like dry and flaky. Deliverance is an incredible soothing serum that like you don't really notice how good it is till you stop using it, and then all of a sudden your face is red and you're like, my skin just doesn't look the same. It just doesn't look as good as normal. So for people with dry and sensitive skin, highly recommend Deliverance. For Black Friday, they're doing 22% off, I believe, of like single products and then 30% off of bundles. Speaking of people with sensitive skin, Support Oil is an incredible product from Skin Rocks to help with like the appearance of redness. It's also great for people with like dry, flaky skin. If you don't like the occlusive nature of things like Bloom Effects Royal Tulip Nectar or Experiment Buffer Jelly, this is a little lighter. I like to use this at the end of my routine, but you can use this during the day, honestly. I believe their sale is 20% off or 25% off if you spend over 100. So let's reach that 100 by checking out the Rich Moisturizer. Oh my God, this is so good. I like the fragrance-free version. Their regular moisturizer is also super nourishing though, but the Rich one has like a more like luxe texture. So good. I also have a really good antioxidant option for people with dry skin. Y'all please bear with me. My green screen is being so weird. It won't let me shrink my face now. A minute ago, it wouldn't let me move it. I'm over it. It's using an oil-soluble derivative of vitamin C, and it's an emulsion, so it has a lot of barrier-nourishing oils in the formula. That's why I think it's a pretty good one for people with dry skin. Cococan is also having a massive sale. They're doing 30% off site-wide, and their products are already super affordable to begin with. Obsessed with the Ceramide Barrier Serum. This just like soaks right into skin. Very lightweight, doesn't feel heavy. It's also like very soothing. Oh, you know what? I've talked about my favorite cleansers and serums, but I've missed the step in between. Essences. My 2 holy grail, very favorite ever essences come from Hero Wonder, and they're actually running a deal if you buy it on Amazon. Everything is 20% off. Do be sure that you're buying it from the verified seller, so you'll just see like Hero Wonder at the store. But the Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner is so good for water-based hydration, that like plump look. And the Probiotic Barrier Essence is more of a milky essence. So good for barrier nourishment. It just leaves your skin looking so glowing. This combo is incredible. Back to serums though, Modulating Glucosides from Niod is an incredible product for hydration and some soothing benefit. They're doing 23% off site-wide all of November. Then Hydration Vaccine is actually 50% off. This is a reverse emulsion, and based on the ingredients they're using, it has a very like heavy occlusive texture. I would probably recommend this one at night. But characteristic of all of Niod's products, the ingredients here are incredible. Their sister company, Ordinary, has a really good soothing barrier support serum that I've talked about several times on here. This is also part of the 23% off site-wide. I don't think its soothing benefits are quite as strong as Dew Deliverance, but the price kind of reflects that. But again, this is one that like you can incorporate into your routine if you typically experience a lot of irritation from actives or something like that. I feel like it just brings my skin's baseline sensitivity down. Another product though that I think layers really well between like your serum and moisturizer step is the Ceramide treatment from Theramid. They have a ton of really great products, by the way. Love that they're using Ecto. Theramid is also doing 30% off site-wide, by the way, so incredible deal. And Beauty Project is also doing 30% off site-wide, or if you can like build your own bundle, you could save up to 35%. This Extreme Cream is no freaking joke. It is so good. Say my top 3 rich moisturizers are Extreme Cream, and then Skin Rocks Rich Cream, and Dew Instant Angel. Of those 3, this one is a reverse emulsion, so it's gonna have like a heavier texture like at the time of application. I like that when my skin is really dry. But which one I recommend for a given person is more of a texture preference thing. I do think this is probably the best one for like aging skin though. I've mentioned a couple nighttime moisturizers that I think go really well at the end of your routine. Naturium Marshmallow Root Berry Balm is so good, and this also has a bunch of soothing ingredients for people with sensitive skin. Naturium is 25% off site-wide, by the way. They have a really good SPF for people with really dry skin. This is definitely like an SPF moisturizer all in one. And then Barrier Bounce is another one that goes really well at the end of your routine, but this is more of a serum. You could use this in the morning or night. Body care though, Naturium crushes it with their body care. The Glow Getter body wash is over 50% glycerin and it is so hydrating. I love it so much. I actually use it on my face sometimes. The Glow Getter body butter is so good too. They've got just a ton of really good stuff. Just go shop from there. Anything you buy is gonna be good. Oh, wait, but I almost forgot. They did just recently release this and I haven't tried the texture, but the peptides in here that they're using are great. It's got copper tripeptide 1 and an encapsulated palmitoyl pentapeptide 4. Or it's not encapsulated, but it's part of a conjugated complex that improves the delivery of it. But yeah, really good moisturizer. Actually, shoot, I can't compare this to Dew or Skin Rocks or the other extreme cream because I haven't tried it, but it's probably pretty comparable, like right up there with them. Now, speaking of body care, I would be remiss not to tell you guys about my all-time favorite sunscreen, the Sunglaze Sheer. This is a continuous spray. I've talked about this before. It makes the process of applying body sunscreen not dreadful. It smells so good. It absorbs so fast. And for someone who travels solo a lot, a continuous spray on a sunscreen for body is really important. I don't have this with me and I burned the crap out of my back the other day because I couldn't like reach the areas that I needed to. And this one, it makes it a little easier with the spray function. That's just like a weird side note, but I love it so much. It smells so good too, by the way, if I forgot to mention that. They have another great body sunscreen that's not in a continuous spray. This is an oil. It's very hydrating as well, and it kind of leaves your skin so glowy. They're good for the face too, though. They have a moisture whipped cream that has an incredibly light texture, but provides a lot of intense nourishment. Kapari is currently 30% off site-wide, by the way. Obviously, I'm saving the best for last. My brand, Educated Mess, is currently running at 20% off site-wide. I have very dry skin, so all of these products are formulated to fit that need because I am very selfish. Golden Hour is super hydrating on top of providing the brightening benefits of gold stabilized vitamin C. Sake Balm is a very lightweight, nourishing moisturizer. It does have squalane for barrier support, but it has a bunch of like water-based hydrating ingredients and humectant. Some people find with like dry flaky skin, I would recommend layering this under something like Dew Instant Angel, but a lot of people are finding that this is perfectly sufficient on its own. And especially when you layer it with something like Freeze Frame, which has a crap ton of humectants as well. Quick note, Freeze Frame is our targeted peptide concentrated serum, whereas Sake Balm also has a targeted peptide complex in it. It's not overkill to use them together. They were designed to be used together actually, but they do share one similar peptide complex, and it's the one that was designed to help promote hyaluronic acid and collagen in skin. So visually you're getting over time a reduction in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles because of the plumping effect, but you're also getting a better ability of skin to retain water over time because of that boost in hyaluronic acid. Like hyaluronic acid on the surface of your skin kind of just hydrates superficially. It's a little more beneficial for the long-term benefits if you're kind of training your skin to produce more over time. All right, I'm gonna try and keep it simple so you guys can screenshot this. Here's the second one. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments. They're like, well, which one of those two that you recommended should I get? Honestly, a lot of those are gonna depend on like price range or if you're already buying other products from one of the brands. For the most part of the products I recommended, I do not think you're gonna be disappointed in the benefits for dry skin. Hope this was helpful.